Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquering soul. In the fell clutch of circumstances I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance my head is bloody, but not unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged the punishments of the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. And welcome into the channel. My 5th installment on SQU Sakhal, Sanctuary. And that passage I just read, William Ernest Henley, Invictus, written in 1875. And it's a short poem about will and determination. And I'm drawing from it the inspiration to continue this journey. The search for the saw. However, today, or this evening, we're leaving capital. We're pushing northwest to the next town and see if we can't get lucky up there. And by lucky, I mean finding a saw. The little sounds at night that you hear constantly makes you think you're being pushed. You can hear the little critters running and presumably clumps of snow falling from the trees. I'm coming to a shipping container yard. This area has no name, but it's just south of a little town called Zapanovo. This is a very odd place to be finding paramedic pants. Dimes to dollars that was swapped out by a player. If this were Cherno or Livonia, I'd probably snap this helmet up even though it's dark. In its condition, it's just not adequate enough to scathe the cold. I've thrown it too high and far away for the infected to hear it. Fail. he was packing a hatchet. So it's worthwhile to check the infected. They may have building supplies. Case in point. And definitely the injection of positivity I needed at the right time. I'm feeling good about this trip. I don't know, I think this building's just a little too close to road for code. Well, this is different. This whole area is caged in. Since the introduction of 1.26, loot spawns are everywhere. You leave nothing to chance. All these boxes, indoors and outdoors, could be a spawn location. Well, I think I have everything that's to be had here. It's time to push up into town. It's just up the road. Well, this yard is definitely not without its infected. Gonna have to tread lightly here. Well, not quite, but we're getting warmer. I can sense it. It's close. In one of these sheds. Praise be Jesus. Oh no. I don't think so. You're not taking it from me. I found it fair and square. I don't care if it's your shed. Alright, the saw is tucked away safely into the pot. Now I'm going to find a nice safe place and I have to log in for a little bit and we'll get home and then we'll start building. Get rid of the stuff that I can replace, like this improvised cooking stand. I could spare to get rid of this fishing rod too, but we'll be back on the water soon. And we're back, and that's a brighter outlook on the day. It's still storming, however, at least we can see where we're going. Speaking of which, let's get our direction of travel down. We're just heading straight south as we just moved straight north. Now let's make sure I wasn't daisied and I actually have the saw in my pot. Yes, indeed I do. Alright. I'm a bit cold and thirsty. Top up some nourishment and refreshment and then beat feet. And would you look at that? What did I tell you? Once I find one, I'll find them everywhere. Fucking Daisy. Ooh, grinds my gears. Might as well strike while the iron's hot, or while the well is cold. Two pots full of water, and I do believe I have a bottle of mysterious liquid. We'll get rid of it and get some fresh water in it. And by the looks of these boots, they can stand a little attention as well. I don't know if the wind will let me, but I think it's time to light a torch. I'm getting pretty cold. Well, that was good timing. My torch died just as I arrived home. And everything is as I left it. Perfect. Now to warm these old bones by fire. We'll have to light the fireplace outside, of course. I hope the wind isn't too strong. Excellent. Now that standing tree should absorb most of the plume of smoke. Well, it is showing a little bit. But the flame is basically hidden. That's all I'm worried about. In a stormy haze like this, that smoke, not easy to see. Now, if one were to take time to repair this tent next to a fire, I'd receive my canopy buff. But more importantly, look at all my beautiful tools. It's time to collect everything I'm going to need to start my base. We'll start with breaking this barbed wire down to wire. I'll load up the bag with everything I need just to build the door and lock it, and I'll worry about securing everything else down to the base after that's done. And it even looks like the storm has let up for a while. Excellent. Now, let's see. Right there, that church, top center. And there she is, sticking out like a sore thumb. No doubt I'll be raided right away, but we'll take a chance. They're not going to get much. It's just a place to get warm, cook some food. I would never keep my most prized possessions in a base on a raid server. A single gate right across that entrance should suffice for now. Given time, I can build it out and fortify it better. But, as I said, I just want a place to be warm and cook in safety behind a locked door. Okay, for any of you noobs watching, I was once one myself. First order of business, a couple of stick, and rope. You need to make a fence kit. And once you have that completed, you go ahead and drop that kit wherever you want your first door to be. For me, it's right here, kitty-cornered right in this corner. Alright, now it's time to get chopping. We need 2 posts for the frame. And this is the only drawback of building where I'm building. I've got shit trees around me. Which conclusively means if I want to beef up the interior, I'm going to have to source a vehicle and bring log to me. And again, this tip is for a beginner. When you start to build and you don't want anyone to know that you're harvesting log, don't drop the tree entirely. Certain trees will give you 1 to 3 logs. These silver birch, they're good for 2 until they fall. So just drop 1 log and move on. When you drop the whole tree, it's pretty evident that someone's harvesting log. It leaves a big mess. And you can imagine, after dropping 5 or 6 trees, it's pretty noticeable from a distance. Now we'll empty this bag out and we'll put the log inside it. You can only carry 1 at a time in these now. However, still quicker than just carrying the log itself. So prepare yourself for the tedium of running back and forth with log. Alright, I think that's all of them for now. One more. I do believe I'm going to need 1 or 2 more. But let's get started. First off, let's clean up this cluttered workspace. Pick up all your discarded tools, put them back in your bag. And put your bag off to the side where it's not going to come up in your inventory while you're trying to build. Go ahead and apply your log. 2 logs to set the post, and we erect those with the shovel. Now, since we're in the bag putting the shovel away, we can grab the necessary items, such as nail and the wire, and apply it to the door. And of course, after we process these logs down the plank, we'll apply them as well. And this is where the star of the show takes over, the almighty saw. This is what was holding us back. Each log will give you 4 plank, and you need a minimum of 16 plank to build the door. So yes, definitely we need more log. So your minimum requirement for a door, 6 log. Or if you're lucky enough to find a plank spawn, well then you just need 16 plank and 2 log. And it's getting a little dark in here. I think it's time to light a fire, make it all cozy and bright. Ah, look at that celestial glow. I'm feeling warmer already. How about you? Alright, let's put some barbed wire in the door. and I can begin to tack this door together. Now I strongly urge you before this step, you make sure you have the pliers on you or inside of the door that you're building. You don't want to have to tear down all your hard work just to redo it because you forgot the pliers to make your gate. That really cheeses me off when the map eats my damn kits. This happens more times than enough. Fix this. Oh well, hardly a matter. Okay, I'll turn this door into a gate and then test it to see if I'll be able to get at the code lock before I put the code lock on it. And then we'll tack together the rest of the door. Alright, now let's go fall that log and harvest some plank to finish off this door. And now, all that needs doing, choose your combination, slap it on, and you now have a locked, functioning gate. Oh yeah, and the icing. A little bit of barbed wire on the top. But don't buy into the false sense of security. This single gate to the determined is just a mere obstacle. Only to those that are respectable is this one gate a deterrent. Players like myself that are just out to carve a life and see how long you can survive on it will leave you alone. However, there are people out there that just want to raid, and that's fine. Just don't store all your good stuff where they can get it. Imagine that. I almost forgot the saw laying out in the field. Irony. You're safe and sound now. I have a sharpening stone that'll fix you up later. Alright, I'll just leave that fire burning. Take our bag back up to the tent stash and start rotating out. Well, it isn't the most concealed base I've ever had, nor the best, but it is a base. It's some purty, though. Like I said, I just need a safe place to cook and light fire between missions. Once I get my tent down here, we'll be able to do just that. So stick around, see where my adventures take us.